Hi, guys. This is the Conscious Hour with Kathleen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you click the button, you subscribe, you tell your friends, your family, get everybody on. We're going to have a great show tonight. Let me see if I can. You have a one woman show, right? So give me a minute. Okay, give me a minute. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay. So this is the Conscious Hour with Kathleen. I'm your conscious coach. Tag if you're on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're not on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, hit the like button, share, do all that good stuff. Chat is open tonight. So if you have a comment, you got something to say, then just make a comment and I will see it on my side. And then my hands always ashy. I will see it on my side and I may take a look at it and make a comment about it while we're on our live tonight. How's everyone doing? Got some interesting things that we're going to be talking about tonight. We're going to be talking about Trinity, the girl that was abused in her garage by her parents. We're going to be talking about Cuties. It's the show that they just launched on Netflix that has the little girls in these ridiculous outfits and doing all these moves like they grown. We're going to talk about a comment that Tyrese made about how when he was in his childhood, some things were not said that he wished was said. I want to see how you feel about that, especially if you're African American and you grew up in an African American home. So many other things I want to talk about. Sierra and Russell had a baby. Neicy Nash got married to a woman. Ooh, what about the influence still of WAP and people like John Gray? So we're going to be talking about all of that during this hour on the Conscious Hour. There is so much I want to go through, so much I want to talk about, and I definitely want you guys to be on board. So I'm super excited about this particular show. Like, I'm super excited. How excited are you? I hope you are as excited as I am because I'm super excited. Super. Can I say that enough? Super. Let's see. Give me a second here. I know. I don't know why that's not working, but it's not working. So hi everyone again. Hopefully we're about to get into this. So tag, share, tag, share, tag, share, tag, share. Get ready to comment. Now I'm gonna make a comment because I want you to see that chat is open. So I'm just gonna type hello to my conscious friends. And if you see that, hit me back with something. Let me see if it's open. So Periscope is good, YouTube is good, and Facebook is good. So those three are good. Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope are all good. Yes, this is the same woman. I just have on a gorgeous wig tonight. Shout out to Mary Jane and Company for the dope wig, Mary Jane and Company. So you can catch her at maryjaneandcompany.co for this dope wig. Normally I have on a head wrap and I love my head wraps, but I kind of switched the game up a little bit tonight. A little bit. So anyway, we're going to get into the show and what we're going to be talking about. I'm Kathleen Harrod and I am your conscious coach. I'm an author. I'm definitely chosen. I'm an author, I'm a speaker, and I'm a writer as well. Let's see. Yeah, so we got some things we're going to talk about. How are you guys doing with COVID? Are you staying safe? Are you staying protected? Are you doing all the things that you need to do? Are you still washing your hands, wearing your mask, doing all the things you need to do to stay safe from this coronavirus out here? So if you're not, please practice all the safety things. We're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about COVID and the expected number because Dr. Fauci just released a statement and said that COVID is deaths are supposed to go up to like 410,000 by January the 1st. We know we're approaching flu season. I'm not a doctor. None of that. So I'm just talking about what Dr. Fauci and the CDC is talking about. Not giving you medical advice or anything like that. So clearly, you know I'm not a doctor or a nurse practitioner or none of that. Not an LPN. My daughter is the one that went to nursing school, not me. But I'm just telling you some things about CDC and wishing you guys well because we're still into COVID. Flu season is coming up, so guys, stay protected. I still wash my food off. Do you still wash your food off? I wash my food off. When the food comes in, I have these little towels that I bought from the dollar store for $1, and I keep a stack of those, which I can put them in the washing machine and wash them with bleach and hot water. But those are my towels that I use strictly to wash off my food because I'm still doing everything. Gloves, mask, you name it, to stay safe from COVID-19. But we're going to talk about Donald Trump, how important it is for you to vote. Ain't no telling what all we're going to talk about. But let's kick this show off. Now, let me give you guys a warning, right? Warning, warning, warning. Let me give you guys a warning. This is your warning. This is going to be hard to watch. Okay? I know it's early, the show's just getting started, but I'm telling you right now, this is going to be hard to watch. So, what I'm laying out for you right now is a show called Cuties, right? The bottom line is Netflix is airing this show that has these little girls that are 11, 9, 8, whatever age they are. They little girls. They're not even teenagers. And they're doing these sexual type of dances. Now, in the black community, we know about white people too, but we know about majorettes, and they do that long dancing. You know what I mean? That it's kind of burlesque, like it's kind of sexy, and they have on a little outfits or whatever. Everybody nowadays wear panty outfits. Everything's a swimsuit these days. Okay, that's what y'all doing. Everything is swimsuit. So I don't know why people feel the need to be naked and frolicking around. I mean, I do wear a swimsuit when I go to the pool, but other than that, I'm not showing up in a dress that's a swimsuit with. I'm not. But hey, everybody do that. So that's how y'all roll. So when you see this video, just note that you're getting ready to see. So if you got little kids in the room, stuff like that, they don't need to see this. That's my opinion. So let me get the first video up here rolling, and let's just get this show started. Let me get it in the right place. So here we go. I don't know if you have the same thing I have. The show Cuties just playing on Netflix. Wanna see me dancing now? You gon' make me think my ways too. Let me know. I still won't reason why I gotta stop. Wanna know? Yeah. Wanna know who's gonna ride? When you finish, so I got mine. Wanna know? Yeah. Wanna know time to waste? Got to make this shit insane. Dale, papi, tú me empapas como nadie lo hace. Dale, dame, dime, baby, yo te dejo en trance. Papi, ponte pila, mami, espera, quiere late. You know what I'm talking. I was just on it right when my girl was gone and trying to get another distance search. Little girl, little love, Britney said me, she's the boss. Can't even talk. I could be what I want. You know what I'm talking. Move it, give me, touch me. Look at that. Okay, so that's the video. That's the what do you call it? That's the promo video that they did to introduce this show. It's a new show on Netflix called Cuties. Now, a lot of people are saying cancel Netflix. Everybody is this whole movement out, cancel Netflix, because nobody likes the fact that these children are being hypersexualized, which means way before their time, they're being put out there and making all these sexual moves in these sexual acts. And so a lot of parents and a lot of people are like, no, we're not even about to have that. It's not even about to go down like that. And they are complaining to Netflix to take this show down. So there's a petition out there. There's an agenda, I think, on Facebook somewhere. So if you're one of those parents and you want to let them know that you agree, this is too much. Did y'all see those moves? I'm not even going to show them again because I don't believe in exploiting children. Like, that's just not what I'm trying to do. But did y'all see how those kids was moving though? You saw it. You saw it. Did you see it? Okay, you saw it too. Okay, everybody saw it, right? We all saw what we just saw. So there's a campaign to pull this show from Netflix, and I have to say, I totally agree. The kids are doing too much, and I know we live in this society where, hey, you do what you do, I do what I do. Don't nobody say nothing about what I do. But somebody has to be the voice of reason, right? I guess it's gonna be me. I totally agree with the parents trying to pull this show. This does not need to go out there. And I know that these children and somehow their parents have decided that this, and this is not okay. Okay. We have to, in the current situation and how things are going down right now in the world, and us trying to be just having healthier communities, healthier families, and decrease the sexual activity in our race. At least that's one of the things that I'm trying to do. Decrease the sexual activity in our race and all of that. We don't need this. This is the killer part for me about this particular show. As part of, so Netflix has a disclaimer, or what do you call those things? They have a disclaimer, and they have like a rating, and they tell you what the show is all about and how to know if it's appropriate for your child and all of that. So in their whole little script, which I'll show you later, it's coming up in just a second. In their whole little script, they tell you that there's going to be nudity, sexual content. We'll get to that later. My question is, Netflix, why are you showing the show? In your description, you're saying that it's inappropriate, but yet you're showing the show on your network. One of those moments where you go like, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So it brought me back to seeing the girls dance like this. It brought me back to the WAP video, which is Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion. It has one of the Kardashian girls appear in it, make a feature, whatever they call it. Another young lady by the name on Instagram, her name is Suka Hana Goat or whatever. And so it really made me look at how all of these pieces kind of string together, so to speak. So we're talking about Cuties. It's the horror show on Netflix, and it's like, my question is, why are our black children and why are black kids in general being exploited sexually? Just see a lot of this. We see a lot of kids learning how to dance, and they're not learning how to dance like when I was back in the day. Cause I could dance. Don't get me started. I can dance. I can throw down. Back in the day, yeah, I'm almost 50. I still can throw down. But back in the day, we used to have all these little dance groups, right? We had groups like TLC. You had Boys to Men, and everybody had choreographed dance moves. And so even back in the day, we had a certain kind of dance we used to do. Well, it was more like choreographing, stay on beat and whatever. And we might have like dropped it like it was hot, but not really. We weren't really into shaking our booties and stuff. We were into straight up dancing. But now that's not what we see. And so it made me think about the video WAP, which I'll show you. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I just want to remind you what it looks like.
Areas where I have treated the calling of.
And it also makes me think about our responsibility as a black race, right? What's our responsibility? Where does all of this fall? Whose responsibility is it when we see things like this where our brown skinned girls are out here twerking and now got a whole show about twerking their bottoms? And before I did this show, I saw another video. Someone sent me another video we'll talk about that later. But it makes me think about as influencers, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Sukahana the Goat, all these rappers like Lil Nas, Rowdy Rich, Lil Baby, all these rappers, all these influencers out here. What do we think is going to happen if we're constantly throwing sex messages out here? If we're constantly showing bouncing booties, twerking, doing all this stuff, what exactly do we expect? And then what are we doing to change it? So we have all these influencers out here. I'm gonna show you another influencer. I'm gonna keep it even and balanced. So here's another influencer. I'm not gonna show you the whole tape. I just want to show you so I can speak on him for a minute. So we got Meg Thee Stallion, we got Cardi B, we got Rowdy Rich, we got Lil Nas, we got Lil Baby, we got all these rappers out here that's been rapping about all types of filthiness from day one. Started off political, hip hop ended up a mess, and so anyway, we have all that going on. But then we got another side going on. This side,
God, the grace of God, and the hand of God casually in my life. For every area of behavior that has dishonored the holiness of God, I want to tell you.
Here's the
hoe. Put that dick all in my throat till I lose my. You put your hands all in your pocket, then you pull out that wallet, tell that nigga stop flaunting. You know this pussy.
And you have all these people out here, influencers that your children see. Your teenager sees this, right? Your teenager sees this. Your 9-year-old daughter sees this. They can go to Instagram right now and look up anybody, any dance move. They can go to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. They can find any of these people and they can follow them. It's just that simple. I mean, that's how I find out the business, honey. That's how I find out the business. I go straight to Instagram. You want to find out anything about anybody, go straight to Instagram. Look, they got Instagram, they got Twitter, they got Facebook. They have whatever they have. And I'm sure a lot of people looking up me at this point. But you can go to Instagram and find anybody. As soon as they release a song, you see them dancing, twerking. First thing people ask, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Somebody tags them. You hit the little tag, and they take you right to their Instagram page. Now, the one I just showed you a minute ago, Sukahana, who was in the WAP video with Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B. I want you to see this picture of her, and I want us to make this a teachable moment as well. So, and this is the truth about all of these people. When you hear rappers rapping, well, look now, I can't quite say that because last week I showed you a video of some rappers really talking to their kids real crazy and being abusive. So I can't say that 100%. But what I'm saying is this. These people put all this into their songs, all these lyrics, all this nasty stuff or whatever, and then they turn around and this is what their life look like. They got I don't know if this dude her husband or not, but I just want to show you. She rapping to you about being a food stamp O and putting stuff all deep in your throat. And meanwhile, she put on Instagram, and I think the Shade Room copied it. I think I got this from the Shade Room. She put on there, yeah, I put all this stuff in my songs, but I'm a whole wife taking care of my kids. So I want you to think about that because I want you to think about what you need to be teaching your sons and your daughters because they get influenced and we think this is the way culture moving and we doing stuff like this. And our babies are learning stuff like this. Now, this is the thing that Netflix put up. Look, I'm trying to read it while y'all read it. It says parental warning. During one or many of the shows, you're going to see all of this, blah, 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 X, Y, and Z. Let me tell y'all something. That's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get from Netflix. They gave out this warning and everything to parents about everything that's in the show, but they're not pulling the show. So when it comes to these influencers and then our children learning from them and demonstrating all this crazy behavior, we got to look at it from all sides. Yes, they're getting it from the Nicki Minaj's and the Lil Babies and the rappers and all of them. And then you got the church side failing too, because a lot of us aren't in healthy relationships. A lot of us, like John Gray, again, I'm sorry, I cheated on my wife. I owe the church an apology. I owe my wife an apology. It's like, when do we get ourselves together? Like, how long does it take to fix you and to fix the situation? Right? So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Like, some people were like, they just dancing. Y'all making a big deal out of it. These are babies. It's a whole lot of people out here. Look, as far as I know, they still got Magic City in Atlanta. You want to see somebody dancing, doing all that? Go on, drive to Magic City. What they got in Mississippi? Anything in Memphis? I live in. Look, you can go to East St. Louis. I think they still doing what they doing over there in East St. Louis. You don't need these babies. We don't need these babies out here doing this. We do not need these babies.
Never felt a piece of handsome. I have.
Together here, y'all. There we go. We don't need these babies. Who need a baby doing dancing like that? Child, look. What I tell y'all all the time, it's mandatory in this household. If granddaughter be dancing and acting, whatever. I'm gonna put when we take the pictures, you gonna put your hands out.
Wanna see me dancing now? You gon' make me think my ways too. Let me know. I said, oh, reason why I gotta stop. Wanna know?
Ain't just talking about
Who's gonna ride? So I got mine. Wanna know? Dame papi, tú me papá con nadie lo hace. Dale, baby, yo te dejo un trance. Papi, ponte pila, mami, espera, quiere late.
garbage out here.
You know what I'm talking? I was just fight, look what's going on. Trying to get another business lunch. Girl, little love, bring a sandwich, just a bus, can't even talk. I can be what I want.
Thing about it was,
You know what I'm
a
talking?
part of the script, you know how they tell you what the story is all about? So when they tell you what the story is all about, they tell you that
Areas where I have treated the calling of God, the grace
the
of
little girl
God,
is 11 and she's
and
rebelling against her
the hand
mom.
of God casually
And
in
she's
my
gonna
life.
do her own thing. Do you know how dangerous
For every
that language
area
is?
of
That whole
behavior
narrative of a black
that
girl
has
is smart enough and she can take
dishonored
care of
the
herself and her
holiness
own
of God.
body, and she
I
gonna
want
do
to tell
what she
you,
wants to
Ho,
do.
that
That is
ooh, yeah,
a
ho.
horrible
Put that dick all
narrative.
in my throat
So as
till
soon
I
as
lose
these
my.
influencers
You put your hands all in your pocket, then you pull out that wallet, tell that nigga stop flaunting. You know this pussy
going to do. And I'm telling you, you need to be having a conversation with your children, and you need to be having that conversation right now. Like, don't wait. Do not wait, because look, this right here, look, that's what we call a manifestation. That's what you call a manifestation. It's going the wrong way. Eventually, things are going to manifest. You not know that? Everything you do is growing into something. Whew. So that's enough about cuties and all of this craziness that's going on. Moving along. I know it was a lot. I know it was a whole lot. That's a lot to unpack. But moving along, one thing I want you guys to know is, and to think about, even when you're talking to your babies, is to let them know we have the opportunity to make better choices. And I don't think we talk about that enough. Do we talk about that enough? that we have a right to make better choices. We don't have to settle for what's out there. We don't have to settle for the influences that are out there. We don't have to settle for the language, the music. We don't have to settle for any of that. We can make our very own choices, and we can help our children to make better choices. I don't think we talk about that enough. I don't think we really get into that enough, that part of it, where we understand that we can guide our children into better choices. Now, one of the things I saw, so the girl was saying she was a food stamp O, and she was like, "Hey, look, you know, she always says on her Instagram she's one of the best O's on the planet and all that, whatever." So as I'm speaking to you tonight, I just want you to know there are other choices. And one of the things I saw this.
I had never felt a
It was
piece
talking
of
about
handsome.
how the Harvard graduates were going to graduate, and it would be the biggest class ever of Black Harvard School graduates. Now, I happen to have a she's not my sister technically, but she's like the sister of a sibling of mine through my dad. And she went to school to be a doctor. So listen, guys, this is something we can do. You can go to school to be a doctor. Okay? There are other things out there that we can actually do. So the next thing is Tyrese. Now, I'm talking about this because I know in a lot of Black households, we do a lot of jonesing, checking, and we don't do a lot of self-love, self-care, and we just don't do. I like how that one guy said it on Instagram. He said that the dads before him, he's raised his little family and everything, and he said the dads before him didn't have a lot of warm love. And I like the way he said that. That just stuck with me. I was like, ooh, warm love. And so he said, so now as he's raising his children, he's kind of finding a new way to do it. So Tyrese, in this little clip, we just skipped through some of it, but Tyrese is talking about when he was a child, how no one ever told him he was handsome. Just never gave him good, kind, loving words that could nourish him and build up his confidence and all of that. And I know in the Black household, some of our households, we have this thing, like I said, where we check, we Jones, we just dismiss the fact that we need tender love and care, and we need to hear good things about ourselves. And so our children need to hear that too. But I'll let you guys listen. You tell me what you think.
I have never heard compliments throughout my childhood. I caught every joke in the dark-skinned community ever. I was black, burnt, tarp. I was blurple, black and purple. I just never felt attractive, ever.
So that's Tyrese. And so he said I was called black, burnt, blurple, which is black and purple. And he said he never was even called handsome. Like he never remembers moments like that in his household. I know, right? It just makes me want to cry too. Sorry, Tyrese. But I wonder how many of us in our home practice love, care, tenderness, gentleness. I wonder how many in our homes even give our children hugs and kisses and, you know, just literally communicate with the person in your household, with your children. I love you. How many of your children actually hear you say that? I love you. You're beautiful. You're smart. You're intelligent. I love your skin. I love you. I love everything about you. Your eyebrows, your eyes. I don't know. Kind of just touched me. It just made me have a moment for you, Tyrese. I mean, I grew up in a home where there was not a lot of affection. It was some other stuff going on, kind of like what Tyrese had going on. But I have to say that as I got older, And my mother and I built a really great relationship, and my father and I too, which they got divorced when I was like 6 or something like that. But I have to tell you something. We grew into a place where we were able to express kindness, love, appreciation, all those good things, all those good qualities that should naturally be in a family. And so I just wanted to bring that up to let you guys know that you want to make sure you're expressing love, care, and all of that when it comes to your black children. You know, don't wait. Don't wait. Start from the womb. Once you know you have a black baby uh, uh, baking in your tummy oven, start then all the way through life. Okay, just being kind and speaking kind words and loving on your seed, just loving on your seed. Where's my seed? I always use this for my fake baby when I'm doing a live. Loving on your seed, just love on your seed. Hey Red, you're beautiful Red, you're gorgeous Red. Seriously though, we got to do that. Moving right along. I was excited to see you. Now you may remember a while back, and thank you for joining me for the Conscious Hour. This is Kathleen, your conscious coach. I am a author. I'm chosen, an educator. I am a woman of God, author, speaker, and writer. And so thanks for joining during the Conscious Hour. We're going to take a break in just a minute, but I want to show you this. So Tommy is one of those people who I saw her on what's the name at? La 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 la. So Tommy is one of those people. I saw her on live, and when she was on the live, she was having a conversation with her daughter because apparently her daughter had gotten pregnant, and she's like a teenager. I'm not gonna get into that. I already did a show about that. I'm not gonna do it again. But one of the things was that caught my attention was like I love how she was trying hard to get her daughter to go and hoping her daughter went in a whole different direction. And I was like, you know what? I can respect that. Like real talk. I can respect that. And so, you know, Tommy is from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And I know some of you guys have seen that show. And so she's very lit. I don't know another word. She's very very lit. She's very very lit. She lives her life. You know what I'm saying? She lives her life. And so I think I don't know if she was a I don't no she just she lives her life. She lit. She live in Atlanta. Can I say it? Do I need to say any more about that whole situation in order for you to get what I'm saying? Okay. She could be an Instagram model. Okay. She got an OnlyFans page. You kind of get where I'm going. Okay. All right. And so, but she was really admonishing people. You know, she's giving this message to her daughter, but then she starts admonishing people in the public. Please don't have a baby when you're young. Who's going to take care of that baby? You know, everything's going to fall on the mom. And who's going to suffer the most? The baby. So ever since that moment, I've been a Tommy fan. Like, I've been a Tommy fan. Tommy, call me. Call me. Because really, at this point, what you're talking about right here, I think I can help you with it. So I just want you to see Tommy. Hey, Tommy.
Like with the acting, I want to challenge myself and be someone other than myself. It's easy playing a ride or die. It's easy playing a gangster. It's easy playing all of that. I want to play something that is not expected of me, and that's how I really know that all right, I'm doing this when I touch a role like that. Yeah,
All right. And so Tommy is one of those people who, like I said, she wants to be an actor. And I appreciate her message the last time about, like I said, trying to get the teenage girls to understand you want to wait to have a baby, you want to go to college, you want to do all that because it's a hard life. But here's my pitch to Tommy. So somebody tell Tommy to call me. Lania Waithe did a Zoom. She did a remix for Golden Girls. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, whoa. Travel down the road and back again. All right. So she did a remix of that show to encourage people to complete their census. Have you done your census? Okay, do your census. Fill out your census form. Go to census.gov or whatever the link is and fill that out and send it in because that gives money to your community. Okay. Make sure you vote too. Register to vote. Do your mail-in ballot and do all of that. Make sure you vote and take get 3 people that have not registered to vote to register and make sure they make it to the polls. Let me put that out there. So Tommy mentioned she contacted 50 Cent because she wanted to be on the show Power. Everybody know Power, Ghost, Tommy, all that good stuff. She said 50 Cent ended up blocking her. So going back to Lanithia Wade, who did the Golden Girls remix and had it on Zoom, Tommy, I'm pitching an idea to you that what we can do, because I believe, you already got the platform and I got the material. So I'm pitching to you, Tommy. Not only can we get up and gang on this helping teenagers not to have babies when they're young situation, Tommy, call me, girl. Call me. You can turn into a hero in the Black community. I'm telling you, we can do this. So not only am I throwing it out there, but I'm also throwing this out there. I wrote this book called Things I Wish I Knew. Tommy, there's a story in here called Trading Places, and you can play the role of Tracy. Tracy is the Black woman CEO who's got it all, and she ends up in this relationship with this minister at this church, and it's a bad relationship. And I'm telling the whole story. Tommy, call me. I'm telling you, this is the role for you, Tracy. Tracy. She's bad. She's a bad. She got it going on. She lit. She got friends. She got a big house. She rolling. And you can play that role. And you can do it on Zoom. Call Tyler Perry. You live in Atlanta, call Tyler. Tell Tyler you want to do it. Tyler, come on. I just bit off a piece of gum. I'm sorry. I chewed gum. Okay. No gum? Okay. I love gum. Okay. Call Tyler, Tommy. I can be in Atlanta tomorrow. I will fly out. We got this. So if anybody knows Tommy from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, tell her I got her a role. It's already written. We can do this. She can play Tracy. Okay, guys. Okay, so moving on to something a lot more serious. Now, I want you guys. I'm actually going to take a little break right here because I want us to come back with the right mindset because this is disturbing. I'm warning you right now. This is super disturbing. I do want to talk about Trinity and the abuse of Black children. What exactly are we doing? Now, when it comes to the story of Trinity, Trinity is the young lady who was in her garage, and basically her parents were abusing her. It was horrific. I have a few clips. I'm only showing them because this is a seriously teachable moment. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what I caught.
Well, you got 150 views, girl.
On Instagram. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to take a little break. I'll let you see a little
bit. Make sure you save that motherfucker too.
I don't know how to do all that, so you going to have to do it.
Oh, it ain't Facebook. Damn.
All right, so we're going to come back and we're going to talk about that. I'm going to do a little house cleaning for like a little minute here. Tag, share with your friends. This is what we're going to talk about next. Serious conversation here. This little girl, I don't know how old she is, but I know she's like, if she's a teen, she's got to be like 13 or 14. She looked like she's 12 or 13 years old. I don't know how old she is, but I do know that what I saw was wrong. And I'm going to speak to what I saw. No, I don't know the details of this family. No, I don't know everything that's going on. I heard a lot. When I say I heard a lot, I heard a lot. I heard a lot in that conversation. I heard too much. For them to be her parents, I heard too much. It was too much. They talking about this girl personal information while they are abusing her. And they're doing it live. And you heard him say in the clip, I hope somebody's recording this. Is this Facebook? Oh, you got 75 followers, whatever she said. Oh, just, oh. Y'all. I told my husband I was going to go buy me a tambourine today. I need a tambourine. I need to release. Gotta have a praise break talking about all this stuff. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. We are going to take, like I said, a little 1 minute break here, and I'll do a little house cleaning. Tag and share with your friends, and we'll be right back. This is Kathleen. This is the Conscious Hour with Kathleen. I'm your conscious coach, and we'll be right back in just a minute. Set you up here for a second. Let me set you up. All right, guys, thank you for taking that little short break with me. Just wanted to remind you that you can support this show at Cash App. It's Cash App $KV product. If you would like to donate to this show, is Cash App KV product. You can do that. Thank you very much for doing that. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. So go ahead on and hit the Cash App for me. Also, make sure you visit my website at where is it? khconsciouscoach.org. That's khconsciouscoach.org. I own .com as well, but khconsciouscoach.org. There you can purchase any of my books that you see. I don't have the legacy workbook here with me, but I can show you what the others look like. These are all physical copies of my book. I guess things I wish I knew. What a pretty book. And then my other book, Hurt People, Help People. And then the last book is So You Think You Want to Have Sex. All right, so you can grab all of those on my website at khconsciouscoach.org. They're sure to help be a blessing to your family. So let's get back into what we were talking about before break, and hopefully you got somebody to join us on this live. Make sure you share. Like I said, tag and let them know that we are on live. So let's talk about this story right here. This is about Trinity, and I want to talk about the abuse of Black children. When I say abuse, I'm talking about language. Like, we have this thing where I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is. It's like one of the residual effects of slavery, where we have this thing where we will cuss our kids out. We'll call them a black ugly dog. We'll say, bring your here. We talk to our children, and I know it just ain't Black people, but I'm talking to my people. We will talk to them like slaves. And I really just want us to stop doing that. Please stop doing that. You don't have to curse your kids out. And we even have this thing where we're like, this is how Black mothers act. And we'll do silly stuff like this. Let me erase manifestation for a second. Be like, guess what them letters said? I see stuff like this on Facebook. Oh, figure out what that means. Tell me what them letters mean. Tell me if a black mama said that, what them letters mean. Oh, I know exactly what that means. Bring your... Why, people? Why we like that? Why we like that? What's the point in being like that? So let's get in. Let's look at this. She's being cursed out. Her personal business is being exposed, and this is by her parents. This is by her. I don't know how much more family you can get than parents, but I want you to watch this clip. I'll stop it wherever I feel like I need to stop it at. But here we go.
I guess it got to be live. I hope somebody's screen recording this shit.
I'm sure they are.
They missed all the good shit. I'll do it again. This ain't what somebody real look like. This is not what somebody who real look like. Because she can't even look in the live and tell y'all what the motherfucking bitch.
So here we are, this father. You don't understand. I have a granddaughter. Let me slow down because you know I get emotional in a minute. I have a granddaughter. This is the most disturbing thing, to hear a father talk to his daughter like this. It's just disturbing. It's abusive. I'm telling y'all, be careful. Trigger warning. If you've been through any kind of abuse, if you've been raped, if you've suffered any type of physical abuse, if you've suffered verbal abuse, I'm telling you, trigger warning. This is hard to watch. Very hard to watch. I'm letting you know that right now. This is hard to watch. And I'm only posting it because I want you to understand that if you treat and talk to your children like this, you need to go get you some help. Because something is wrong with you. And this does not define how Black people treat their children. This is not the definition of how we treat our children. I don't know where we got that from, but this is not the definition of how we are supposed to treat our seed. So if you talk to your kids like this, if you handle your children like this, no, nobody can tell you what to do in your own house, but I'm telling you, you're wrong. And something up here is messed up. And maybe you went through a messed up life. And maybe this is how your parents talked to you and handled you. But it's wrong. It's wrong on every level. It's just wrong. And if you need to go get you some help, go get you some help. You need the pastor to post some oil on you. Go stand in line. Do whatever you got to do. But you are absolutely wrong as a parent if you do something like this. I don't care. You have to figure out and have to be more concerned about, why is my child acting this way? Why am I having such a problem with my child? If the child in this video has done any of the things that the parents are accusing her of, first you need to understand, why would she even do it? Something had to happen to her. And if not, she needs help. You're not helping her by doing the things you're doing, talking to her the way you're talking to her, treating her the way you're treating her. You're not helping your child. This is not parenting. This is abuse. This is parental failure. And I know sometimes you can feel hopeless, but you got to check this mess at the door so we can raise our children and be nurturing and help our children. It's so much I want to say about this. I'll let you watch a little bit more. God,
Did you call my wife a fat ass bitch yesterday? You did? Are you ready to handle that?
No.
Get her ass.
Even 47-year-old Kathy is like, ooh, what is my at? Come on now, people. Why are you talking to your child like she grown? You ready to handle that? You ready to handle that? And then her stepmom, I think this is, hit the girl upside the head. The young baby runs out of the garage. She says, get her. Like she's a slave or something. Excuse me. And if you watch any documentaries like I have about slavery, I have to tell you, that's all it reminded me of. I saw slavery all over again. This is not the way we are supposed to treat our children.
Sit the fuck down. Sit your motherfucking ass down. Sit your ass down. Damn hands on me, I will fuck your ass up. Woo. Kick me again. You wanna fight?
Now,
Okay. Who talks to their child like that? Parent, if you talk to your kid like that, you are sick. You're messed up in the head and you need to go get some help. I'm telling you right now, it's inappropriate. You're not going in the right direction. I'm telling you. You are not. I have to warn you again, this next part you're about to see, I'm giving you your trigger warning because as a survivor, this was very hard for me to watch. Like, this type of stuff makes me want to vomit. And then having, it's a lot. Trigger warning, I'm telling you. Let's get through this last piece and we can talk a little more. Hey, sissy. Yeah, I agree with you, Bree. This is absolutely disgusting. It really is. And thanks for joining chat and for communicating and for chatting with me. This is disgusting. I agree with you. Totally. Let's see if we can finish this last little bit. I don't even know if I'm going to have something else to say after we watch this, but here we go.
now what? Now what? Where you going? You think you can handle yourself?
Can somebody tell me why this grown man thought it was okay to straddle and pin down his own daughter? In what world, what time, what's going on in your head that makes you think, okay, this is okay. I'm going to pin my daughter down to teach her a lesson. And then he says, you think you can handle me? What if some guy tries to take it from you? Their language is very brute, very archaic. It's just rough. But when it comes to our Black children, do we even call this abuse? Like, how many of you actually would call this abuse? I'm just responding to my chat here. So chat is open on Facebook. Ooh, I got people watching on YouTube. Wow. So YouTube, Facebook, Periscope are all open. Do we call this abuse in the Black community? What we just saw, will we term that as abuse? Or are we still hooked on the slavery where we say, look, fast girl, she thinks she grown? Are we still stuck on that? Or do we now understand the residual effects of slavery, which basically, when we were enslaved, they taught us to devalue ourselves. They taught us to, degrade ourselves. They taught us to curse. Did you know that? There are no curse words in Africa. There are no curse words in Africa where they are today, but originally. And most of those are from America. They taught us to hate one another. And now here we are hating our own seed. Could you imagine what this young lady has been living through? Because if this is how her parents act, speak to her, respond to her, challenge her, abuse her, can you imagine what she's been through? All of her little 12, 13 years of life. I don't know how old she is. Can you even imagine what it's like living with parents who scream at you, yell at you, curse you out, treat you like a runaway slave, beat you, drag you? And yes, I heard her stepmom say she had did something inappropriate with her sister. I would really want to know where all of that came from. I would really want to help my child, or help the child. If it wasn't my biological child, it's still a child. So yes, I did hear that part too. But do we understand how we get healthy? We don't get healthy by continuing abuse. That's not how you get healthy. You get healthy by taking the steps to bring health into your family, healthy conversations, healthy solutions. And you don't ignore it. If you got God in your life and God in your house, and you go to church and you have faith and you have all of that, you still need a therapist sometimes. A good therapist, a good psychologist, a good psychiatrist, to help you break these things down and figure these things out and help you learn how to manage within your family. Whew. That was sad. But I definitely wanted to share that with you guys tonight. Let me know what you thought about it. Maybe how you would have approached the situation. And I understand not all parents are the same. But some stuff you just shouldn't do. I don't care. Doesn't matter if you make $50,000 a year or $10,000 a year. There should be some standards in your house. There should be a standard of how you're going to talk to your children and engage with your children. There should be a standard. And if you don't have a standard, I encourage you to get my book, The Legacy Workbook. It's available on Amazon. This is the type of stuff we need. We don't need WAP. Okay? Pardon me. We don't need WAP. We don't need more pastors doing the wrong thing, leading the congregation the wrong way. We don't need that. We need strong leaders in the African American community. We need strong families. We need someone preaching and teaching and educating us about how to do the right thing and how to build healthy families. That's what we need. I had a story earlier today. I saw, it's a TED Talk, I believe. On the TED Talk, this white guy is talking about how black people make this music that talks about killing. Basically, what is our hip hop about? In most songs, sex, killing people, drinking, all types of stupid stuff. I'm just telling you straight up. And he was talking about how it's this system of how these influences, these lyrics, this behavior is glorified. You get glorified for cussing your kids out. You get glorified for treating women wrong. You get glorified. It's like we itching and scratching for that stuff. And it's no good for us. We gotta start turning to what's helping us instead of what's hurting us. We gotta let go of the pain stories, guys. We have to stop being the people who inflict self-harm, basically. We've gotta let slavery go, because that's all that the bulk of it is, the residual effects of slavery. We've got to let it go. We've got to move on. We've got to develop our conscious mind. We're going to take a little break right here because that was a lot. That was a strong story. It was a lot. It's a lot to see. It's a lot to take in. Let's take a 30-second break right here. I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, guys. I hope you believe with me that it is our time. Say our time. Our time. Say our time. Our time. Say our time. This is seriously our time. And we might be living through a crisis and all of that, but I still believe, I still claim it. I say it every day. This is our time. This is our time. This is time. So yeah, it's our time. Woo! Thank you for joining me. This is Kathleen, your host for the Conscious Hour. I am Kathleen Harrod, your conscious coach, chosen educator, author, speaker, and writer. You can find all of my books at my conscious collection at khconsciouscoach.org. Right now, I have 4 books that are available. I would love for everyone to have the Legacy Workbook. Show you a quick copy of what it looks like right now. Boom, that's the Legacy Workbook. Everybody needs to get a copy of that. They're all available on Amazon. This is what all 4 books look like. All righty then. The next story we're going to be talking about is, y'all ain't going to even believe I'm talking about this, but I'm going to run through it right quick because I can't stand this dude at all. If I ever just had a disdain for someone, well, this person is the person I disdain. Donald Trump. As they say, he has a bigger ego. Has even a bigger ego now. But he's stupid. We don't need another cheerleader. God, this guy said he was a cheerleader for America. You're a cheerleader for America? America, Dr. Fauci said, will have 415,000 deaths by January 1st, according to Dr. Fauci. This chief of dumbness also stood in California with the governor and said, hey, if you rake the leaves, we won't have forest fires. That's what he said. I did not say that. Your president said it. I don't know how he wakes up every day and feels good about himself. And I'm not the type of person who would put anybody down at all. I mean, we just talked about Tyrese and giving your kids words of affirmation, but this is a grown man. The way he does things now is disgusting. And he doesn't care about anybody. Make sure you vote. You understand? Make sure you vote is all I can say to you. This week we had a moment of silence and remembering everyone and everything that happened with 9/11. I wanted to make sure that we include and understand that it's okay for us to care about ourselves. That's all that meant. When you saw that picture on my page, that's all that meant. We have to start caring about police brutality. And we have to speak out against it. And we have to keep it on the forefront. You understand? I encourage everybody to join one local and one national organization that fights against black racism against blacks. I do. So sorry for your 9/11. I actually wrote a song about it. It's on YouTube. It's sorry for your 9/11 too. I want you to know that I still pray for you. Oh, y'all thought I could sing. What you talking about? Yes. I wrote a song about 9/11. It's on YouTube. You can look it up. My heart goes out to all of them, but at the same time, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. Period. So anyway, shine the light on that too. Slavery, police brutality, one nation. Don't forget, these were American postcards at one time. Don't ever forget to fight for your thing. Oh, Neicy Nash. Did I put anything in there about Neicy Nash? Child, I probably skipped it. I forgot I had that in there, so to speak. Neicy Nash got married to this woman was whole married to a man a couple times. I think people are at a point now where they just don't even care. And I care because I got Jesus. Woo, Chad. I look. I believe in a lot of things, but I don't believe in same-sex marriage or same-sex relationships or any of that. Now, that being said, I'm just like you. I got cousins and friends and all types of people who are gay or somewhere on that whole spectrum. Because now, child, it's a whole spectrum. It's all types of look, bi, tri, trigonometry, whatever. It's out there. You sexually fluid. Look, it's out there. People doing everything. I don't agree with any of it. I always look at things from a biblical perspective and also from a result perspective. And I look at it from a logical perspective. I just think God was brilliant, because he made us. And yeah, you don't really get to go back to the manufacturer and tell him he built you wrong. So yeah, I love Neicy Nash though. Like I love her. Who wants clean house? Y'all remember that show? And Reno 911. It was so silly I couldn't even watch it. But I mean I watched it a few times though. But it wasn't like my show. But Clean House was my show. She had that big flower in her hair. Y'all remember Neicy Nash back then had that big flower in her hair? I love that show. But anyway, yeah, I can't get with the gay stuff. I love gay people. I know. Never say anything about LGBTQXYZ because, they say you're going to meet hell's fire for that. Well, guess what? I heard some other stuff about hell's fire and how you get there. That ain't it. But she married a woman. What the what? Yeah, everybody was shocked because she just got divorced. And her and her husband was on this show. I think it's on the Oprah network called Black Love. What a coinkadink, right? Neicy Nash. Wow. That's just wow. She married a whole woman. That's a whole woman over there. Remember Reno 911? She used to be on Reno 911. Remember that? You remember that? There she go. Now that's the Neicy Nash I remember. Who wants a clean house? And now look, child, they got Ronald McDonald, Burger King man kissing Ronald McDonald. I'm telling y'all, this stuff don't stop, child. Now they say they're trying to get a law for people to lawfully mess with kids called pedosexual. Some people say it was passed in California. Some people say they're looking at it. It's trying to wiggle its way in. Because people just living whatever kind of life they want to live. You can't say anything because they're adults and they get to do whatever they want to do. According to, I think, the Shade Room, this Ronald McDonald thingy, kiss Burger King kissing Ronald McDonald was in the UK or France or somewhere. I don't know. Y'all doing too much. Look, you're doing too much. I think a lot of it is too. A lot of people need therapy and they're not getting it. A lot of people are suffering from childhood traumas and they're not getting help. Look, you can believe me or not. Look. I'm just telling you. Rosie O'Donnell, Ellen, so many people I know, RuPaul, all these people who suffered traumatic events when they were children. Look, this little thing up here in your head, this gray matter that's up here in your skull, this gray stuff, it can only take one little tweak, one little punch, and that little thing, the wires get crossed very easily. Way, way, way back in the day, homosexuality was listed as a mental illness. And I'm not going to say a mental illness as if you're crazy, but a mental, it's a mental shift that I think really needs to be revisited. I really, really do. God was so sophisticated. Now, you listen to the Conscious Coach. This is me talking. God was so sophisticated that he made our bodies. I'm a woman. I have delivered. You can't tell me nothing. I have delivered 3 babies. 3. 2 girls, 1 boy. I didn't do that right, but 2 girls, 1 boy. It was painful. My last child, I committed to not having another child. That's the last. My son took me out. I was like, no, there will never be another child squeezing through my vagina. It's never going to happen. But God created us to such a level of sophistication that my birthing canal stretches to deliver a child. Yeah. Like a whole baby is born through a woman. And it's just amazing. He shifts your bones and stretches it. Look, the real transformer is Jesus. You understand? Now, hold your seat, because my thing is this. The God who made all that happen, the anatomy that no genius could figure out. I mean, they clone it, but hey, you already got the stuff. you just replicate what you already got. That's no God to me. But God is so sophisticated and intelligent. If he wanted us to mate with same sex, well, quite frankly, my opinion, he could have made an extra hole for all of us. Look, you already making holes down there, right? He could have just, look, guys, just in case you don't know what you want to do, right up under there. Just right up under there, right? Right up under there. I'm going to just give you an option. But he didn't do that, did he? Women can birth the whole baby out. Do you think for 1 minute, okay, I hope there's nobody under 18 watching this. If you are, turn it off. Do you think, and my God, I have a parent in my house, so I hope that parent is not listening. Do you think for 1 minute God couldn't have made a pop-out penis? Okay, because you bake a baby for 9 months and the baby pops out, right? If God wanted us to have sex with women as women, God could have made us a pop-out penis. I believe that. Look. I still want to see the Grand Canyon. God is amazing. I look, every time I'm in a plane, I'm like, how is this plane up here? What's holding it in the air? Look, God is amazing. I think he could have made a pop-out penis. I think he could have gave us extra holes. I don't think we take it seriously enough that we are humankind and that we should be kind to one another. And I think because some of us are evil and cruel and mean and hateful and nasty and disgusting, I think we ruin other people's lives. And then those people with all that hurt and pain and dysfunction that they've experienced and cruelty, I think they turn the other way. Ergo, I go back to the DSB, or whatever that book is called. That's just me. I live with it. Okay. Moving along. Over 70% of African American households only have one parent. Now look at this image right here. It won't last long. It's just I haven't learned how to use my system yet. But in this image, this young man says he's not in a relationship with the mother, and so she's standing back there so she won't be in the picture. Let me give you some advice as a conscious coach. Stop having babies by people you don't like. Jesus Christ. Why are you having kids by people you don't even like? Soon as she get pregnant, you hate her guts, you can't stand her, she just your baby mama. Who that is? My baby daddy? Who that is? We should have started shooting arrows as soon as them stupid songs start coming out. M-A-M-Y-P-A. Look, that ain't spelled nothing, and I know I can spell. This goes out to all my baby mamas. We should have started shooting arrows. Take that mess off the air. Why are you having people with people you don't like? Do it. It's kind of like the gay stuff. Do you think about what you're doing? Think about what you're doing. Think about it. Marinate, nom your rake. No, I ain't playing none of that. So I don't know what none of them words mean. But think about it, people. Take your time, sit back and think about, why am I having sex with a person that I don't even know if I like? What if I get her pregnant? What they gonna be like? How we gonna raise this baby? Are we gonna raise this baby? Are we gonna get married? What the marriage gonna look like? Do y'all ever think about things like that? Do you? All right, hit the Cash App at KB Product if you would like to send me a little donation. Let me see what else we got coming up. I just want to throw that at y'all. Stop having people by
Louboutins, no more Louis, ain't no more. Go get you some property, please. Please, y'all, go buy some property.
Okay,
Okay?
Right here,
get in.
T.I. was encouraging us as Black people to go get some property. Do you know how important it is for us to have a family, have wealth, and be in health? That's a scripture in the Bible. He said, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in good health. Well, if you want a healthy family, first you got to have a family. And then another piece that's important to that is, as a family, most family owns a home or a piece of property. That's a part of your wealth and your health as well. T.I. saying, buy a piece of property instead of buying Cartier watches, Gucci, Fendi, with all this mess we buy, cars. When you got a little money, you get a little money, you get these PPE loans or these EIDL loans for your business and all that kind of stuff. Still waiting on my check to drop. You get all this extra money. Don't be out here trying to finesse. Buy you a home, buy you a piece of property, and he even encouraged some to get an LLC. Start a business, some kind of business. I saw a dude starting a short business. He don't sell nothing but shorts. Nothing but shorts. That's it. Like shorts, like you'll wear to the beach or to the pool. That's all he do. I'm about to start selling bracelets like these on my website, along with my other stuff. I got eyewear cases being made in China right now. That's my main focus. Put these right here. Charm bracelets. I love them. So why not sell them? All right, give me something specially made for my peeps.
Getting, okay.
Get your LLC.
What you say?
LLC guy.
him talking about that. I encourage you to do the same. I have an LLC. I have business. Whatever. Get you that. The last piece we're gonna look at, I think this is the last piece, child. Russell Simmons and Sierra have a new handsome baby boy. Now, I think this is a good way to wrap up tonight. I really do. Why do I think that? Because please don't turn out to be no Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Sorry I said that. Ooh. But please, Sierra and Russell, we watching y'all. Can y'all just reach your hand out to Sierra and Russell? Lord, please bless their marriage. Please, please. They the black couple of the year right now, Lord. That's got a whole bunch of money, Lord Jesus. Please, please make sure their marriage is healthy and good and they ain't faking it for the gram, Lord. We still love you, Will and Jada, especially Will. We love you, Jada. I love Will Smith though. So Will. And say a special prayer. We want them to last. Because if they don't last, I don't know. Look. They got a new baby boy. Look at Future. Lord, Sierra. Ooh, Sierra, girl. You got that plug. Again, I can't tell you enough, guys, that I believe that this is our time. That's all I got to say. It's our time. I do want to thank you guys so much for joining me for the Conscious Hour. I told you guys it was probably going to be 2 hours. It was going to be long because I had a lot I'm going to talk about, and I did, and you guys hung in there with me. And thanks for the comments. Hopefully you hit the Cash App. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you tag, like, and share. If you're on my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're on Facebook, make sure you tag this video, share it with a friend. Point out the parts that you like. If your friends ain't the type to watch the whole video, then tell them, go to 35 and watch 35 through 40 or whatever you got to do. But share this video, like, comment. Remember, this month is National Life Insurance Month. If you need a policy, get at me. Get at me if you need a life policy. Get at me if you need a life policy. 314-472-8127. I'll get you a quote in less than 5 minutes. Yes, honey, I'll do that too, baby. Kimry. And so glad that you guys joined me. Have yourself a great night. Maybe y'all can